Hey, it's Oliver's Papa. I'm going to do a really quick video on something that I admit I've been following. And I know, it's been a long time since I've followed true crime. But in the last few months, I've been, following the Wade Wilson case. That's the man in Florida, young man in Florida, killed Kristin Melton and Diane Ruiz. I hope I'm saying the victims' names correctly. Back in 2018 or 2019. He was found guilty. He's been sentenced to death by the state of Florida. And there's been a real bizarre, and I admit kind of a guilty pleasure. It's kind of a guilty pleasure, the soap opera surrounding this guy. He's like 6'3" or 6'4", a good-looking kid. And a lot of these killers, they attract a certain type of woman. So you've got what's become known as the Wade wives. This clutch of scandalous females. Each one is like worse than the next. But Wade is manipulating them from within the Department of Corrections. Previously, it was the Lee County Jail, I believe. But he's manipulating them. He's raising money. He gets them to put money on his books and that sort of thing. But they've uncovered a woman, Jessie, I believe her name is. They've uncovered her using a Fundly account. Now, Fundly is a lot like a GoFundMe, except I don't think as much scrutiny goes into the funds. Like, I had a GoFundMe for my son when we got his service animal, and I provided, obviously, the bank account that was specifically created for those donations. Any kind of tax form listed the breeder who we were buying, the breeder's license and number, everything. If anybody wanted to say, hey, is this idiot really buying a service animal for his kid? All of the information was there for them to find, if they felt compelled to do it. And GoFundMe manages to maintain a certain reputation when they do that as well. Back to the Wade thing. There's been just such a cast of characters. First of all, I'm going to talk about Wade's father. His name is Steve. They call him Papa Steve. That's good enough. He has an Italian last name. I think he's Italian or Greek. But this gentleman, his biological dad, came into Wade's life, later on in life, and Wade had already made his decisions about drug use and his behavior and whatnot. Steve apparently, did some time when he was younger. He paid his dues, straightened his life out, which I believe from watching his interviews. He loves his son. He remembers holding his son and changing him and feeding him. And yes, he despises who his son is and what his son has done, but he still loves him. He turned him in. He told the police where he was because he was worried that his son was going to kill more people. And his son even said, Dad, you really know me. There's no question about it that Wade Wilson is a shitbag, and by no fault of his biological dad or his adopted family either. But everybody has chimed in on this and said, listen, these are all good people. They didn't need this. They didn't ask for it. Steve's first, his frame of mind seems to be with the victims' families. I know how I would feel. Heaven forbid if my son ever did anything like that. I'd feel responsible in some way, even if I wasn't. So he's just really shown his integrity, and it's too damn bad that wasn't passed down to Wade. And I doubt his dad will ever see this. If he does, I don't mean any disrespect to you, but Wade is he's the worst, man. Manipulator, liar, thrill killer. of women. You want to know how he killed these women, you can always look it up. Like I said, I think everybody that would watch this already knows what's happening. But we're talking about the tramps that are using funds. This woman has been living in a camper up in New Jersey somewhere. Now she's buying a home near the jail where Wade is. All that money that flooded that account went in to her pockets. She's all of a sudden out as Wade's lover, or love interest. When she lied, when she ran this thing, it was to get Wade a new trial. Wade isn't going to get a new trial. Wade confessed multiple times that he did this. He said that the second woman, the woman that he ran over with a car multiple times, he said, I ran her over until she looked like spaghetti. Get the fuck, come on. Anyway, it's turning out to be quite the saga. There's Jumpsuit Pablo, who's covered this thing. There's YouTube Streets, I think it's called. Then there's a crime channel. There's a little corner of YouTube that is covering this quite extensively. They have the phone calls from prison. That's the channel. They're the ones who are providing all the phone calls and the videos and everything like that. This guy's a piece of work. And this girl, they're perfect for each other. Lying and fleecing these people. What Wade doesn't know. And I'm surprised. He is kind of dumb. Those families and those victims are going to take him to court. And they're going to end up owning his name. Just like the victims did with the Parkland school shooter. Same thing. Any money that comes through his way, any money donated to people for his commissary, any money that he gets is going to be garnished because of the lawsuit. His name will now no longer belong to him. It'll be a copywritten name, and whenever they use it to tell his story, the stupid movies that they might make about this idiot, his fucking Nazi tattoos and everything, that's it. All that money is going to go to the people that it should go to, and that's the families of these women that he brutalized. Now, if you want a lighthearted take on all this, you watch Jumpsuit Pablo. He does a great commentary with all these phone calls and everything. But I will add this. All of the merchandise that he's making off of this part of his channel, he's donating to the victims' families. Wade and the first girl, some cranked out, weirdo-looking freak called Kristin, Kiosk Kristin, that just kicked this whole thing off. Then they found out he had a gay lover on the outside. Then they found out that he had, talking about STDs, talking about other crimes. This dude is a mess. He belongs in prison. He killed 2 women. And you know where Jessie's going? This woman that's doing the money, she's going to prison too. Fraud in Florida? Fraud anywhere nowadays. Fraud in Florida. Yeah, baby. They better be able to account for every dollar. How come the money's going to her? How come it doesn't say what lawyer it's going towards? Has to be a very specific lawyer for a death penalty case, I believe. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that if you're handling a death penalty case, you have to be trained. You have to be board or bar certified. Would that be a thing? Would that be what it was called? But they have to know that. I don't think that it would be an attorney that specializes in death penalty appeals. You don't even know what lawyer. Where's the lawyer at? Where's the progress? All this money went bye-bye. All this money went to this skank. Jessie, I'm gonna find out who you are. I'm gonna make a hashtag so people know I'm talking about you. Anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest. It's really a sad case, and what makes it interesting is the circus around it, and this otherwise somewhat handsome but really stupid guy, marking up his face, making his face look like you've seen it, got the stitches on the mouth and the swastikas, and it's gross. It's gross. Anyway, hey, it's Oliver's dad, and I've been busy. I'm trying to get a coffee trailer built and up and running, and I've been just busy, and autism has been kicking my ass. But Oliver's doing really well. Yeah, you know, generally speaking, he's learning new things. He's moving forward, and that's all that we can ask for. Anyway, y'all take care. Hey, Wade Wilson, I know you ain't never gonna see this, but still, Papa Steve, gotta love you. You're a good father. I bet you got kids now. They're lucky to have you. They are. And don't feel too bad about Wade. He was just a bad apple, man. If you had raised him, you may have known a different route to take, having lived the life in a way when you were a younger man. But I think you're a good father for whatever that's worth. And I'd like to think that I know a good father when I see one. Continue to love your son, and like you said, save his soul. Save his soul. Anyway, Oliver's Papa. See you later.